Hello, welcome my loves. Thank you for being here. My name is KellynLove. I'm a reader, an artist, and a fairy. And I'm here to serve you some peace, love, and magic, okay? I'm so excited to tell you what makes you seductive, okay? I want to know what makes you sexy and magnetic and unique and powerful and enticing and intriguing and interesting. And I want to hype you up and make you feel powerful and whole and loved and sexy and all those good things. All right. There are 3 cards to pick from, 3 different animal cards. And yeah, we just kind of have our dark and sexy, moody vibe going on. And I want to know how you are seductive and how you're in your power, how you've matured or how you've gained confidence. And yeah, it's a more grown and sexy reading, okay? I want to make you feel happy and whole and sexy and maybe release shame for some of the darkness or things that you might think are dark, but really are what make you, enticing and magnetic and seductive, okay? All right, so without further ado, I'm going to do a prayer and then I will show you the cards and then we will just get into the reading, okay? I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so thankful to be sharing energy with you and to seduce you a little bit. And yeah, let me know if you want a personal reading. You can email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Kellyn_love. I'm on the TikToks and the threads. I'm on all the things. And I would love to connect. I would love to do a personal reading. And I would love to get going with this reading. All right? Okay. Dear Heavenly Father and Mother, Great Cosmic Mother, Mother Earth, to my ancestors, my angels, my fairies, to my guides, to the gods and goddesses that are all about love and peace and wisdom, especially the sexiness of life, I invite you here into this reading. I thank you for being here and I ask for your blessings for me, for my viewers, for the lives around my viewers, for this message, for these cards, for this energy interaction. I ask for your blessing and I ask you to keep me dedicated to love and truth and peace and magic and wisdom. And in the name of love, amen. And so mote it be. So like I said, we have 3 different cards to choose from, 3 different animals. The first one is the panther. All right. The second one is the fox. Okay. And the third one is the raccoon. All right. So we have the panther, the fox, and the raccoon. All right, so pick the one you are interested in the most right now. Like when you look at these cards, when you look at the timestamp in the description box below, pick the one that you feel most interested in. So maybe it's not the one that just makes you the most happy or something, but the one you're kind of most curious or the one you're most intrigued by. That's the card I would like you to pick. All right? Pick your pile that you resonate with, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey, if you chose the panther, this is your reading. These are your messages. So what makes you seductive is how your heart is in your emotions, how your heart is in your eyes. You have very fierce, like, features. Your emotions come across in a very fierce, intense way. I mean, come on. You could be so seductive just for your power and kind of your aggression. You know, if aggression isn't at somebody or like hurting somebody, I mean, if it's in a consensual situation, or if you're using that aggression towards your goals, or to, let's say, fight for justice, or yeah, just in sexy time, you know, that aggression can be very powerful and seductive. You could really be a fighter, and that could be because of your sense of justice, but at least just because of your big heart, and you have a lot to fight for. You have a lot of love to give, so you protect it very fiercely, and that is very seductive, okay? Yeah, your intensity, of course, is what makes you seductive. Your passion, your heat. You come across as very victorious, okay? When you think of a panther, you think of an animal that's winning, all right? You think of the predator, not the prey, all right? You think of the one coming out on top. This is the animal that has a goal and is gonna get there and is gonna look good doing it, okay? You've got style, you've got the intensity, you've got the determination, you've got the willpower, you've got the strength and kind of the aggression to get where you want to go. It's drive, you know, it's fierceness, it's fighting for what you believe in, fighting for your love, fighting for your passions, fighting for what you consider to be home. And that could be anything. That could just be you fight for your people, you're very loyal, but really it could, I'm getting like your values. And yeah, it's kind of like you dare people to threaten, you dare people to like test it. Yeah, it's like you are fueled maybe by sometimes like people doubting you or something like that. Like I am getting this duality, right? This kind of aggressive front, and that's there because you have a lot to protect and you have a lot of sweetness inside. So you have such a fierce exterior because you're protecting so much love. And this is very seductive because, like, who doesn't want a crunchy outside and a gooey, creamy inside, you know? You also are like, have this maturity on the outside, and then in the inside is this like playful inner child kind of thing. So the duality, the juxtaposition, it's kind of the irony a little bit, but the dynamicism or the duality of you is what makes you so seductive. Your words, your ideas could also really make you so seductive. How you care for people could make you seductive. And yeah, your ideas, your creativity, your words, you're sharp, okay? You're very, very sharp. All right, what makes this group seductive? What makes this, okay, this was gonna come out earlier, so I saw it when I split the deck, so come on. You're passionate, you're standing in your power. This is the King of Wands, okay? You are in your power, you are in your passions, you are looking hot, you are stylish, you are sexy, you're fiery, you're fierce. That's it right there. You're in your power, you're in your authority. You're a winner, baby. You're victorious, you're sexy, you get to your goals, and you look good doing it, okay? That's what makes you so seductive. You just take it on. And the lions in the corner, come on. You're fierce. You have a lot to stand for. You might be proud, but not in the negative connotation. You're just standing in your power. You have a lot to be proud for what you've accomplished, what you've done, your family, what you protect. It's a lot. You fight for what you believe in. You fight for what's home. You fight for your people, your ideas, your values, your passions, your creativity, your art, whatever it is. fight for your love. Yeah. What makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? You really could care for people. You are really, really generous with your love and your fierceness and stuff. You will extend to people, and yeah, you're generous with your love. You give out of your strength. Yeah, you could be somebody that has released a lot. You could have been somebody that was in the dark a lot, like in your shadow self, in your shadow side. You could have hermited for a long time, and maybe you're somebody that's more introverted. Maybe you're somebody that isn't like naturally showing off so much. Like maybe you've kind of stepped into this Leo energy, this fierce cat energy, but maybe you weren't always like that. Maybe you were always just kind of the nice pushover kind of thing. And now you have this fierceness and in your power, and you know what you're standing up for. So it's just a different ballgame. You're a different creature. But because you have this mystery around you, because you are introverted and you do love yourself, because, you know, you are getting lion energy, and I'm getting the strength of the lion and the fire. But a panther is kind of more on their own. That's when, like, you could be connected to family, and you could be a very loyal, fierce friend and family member. But what is ultimately so fierce and seductive about you is how you stick up for yourself, and the power and the ideas and creativity and the style that you've created just for yourself. And that only happens by you kind of isolating and kind of going within and figuring out yourself and spending time with yourself, really understanding your darkness and your power. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of self-discovery and self-exploration. And you've done that. And that's what's so sexy, is that you've gone inside, you've gone more introverted, more dark, more hermit. You've learned, you've explored, you've gained new insight about yourself, you've gained new power, confidence, all that good stuff. And now you're out and shining, and now you're bringing that fierceness out. You're bringing it to the people, and you're standing more in lion energy that isn't afraid to be in the spotlight and to be the light and love and all of the things, not just light and love, because you have that duality of being able to integrate your light and darkness, and showing that and letting yourself be seen and be fierce and just standing in your power and being like, yeah, this is me. And it is so seductive, so beautiful, so sexy. You're somebody that will put themselves in a new perspective, and you could have some things that have to do with control, whether you're controlling the situation. Yeah, maybe you just really like to control the situation. And that's seductive, okay? It's seductive to have that kind of, I'm getting this image of getting like horse reins and really like wrapping them around your hand and being like having this like hard grip and then whipping the horse, like whipping the reins to get them to go faster. And that's you. You're like somebody that's got the bull by the horns. You've got your reins on tight, and you're like whipping them to go. And it's so sexy, kind of Dom energy. Yeah, very Dom energy, actually. And yeah, you're like, nobody else can twist me up. Nobody else can get me but me. Like, you're somebody that might put yourself in that darkness to figure yourself out, to get more fierce and powerful and heal more and stuff. And then you can bring yourself into the light. But it's like you purposefully do this. You purposefully get yourself in new perspectives. And that is so seductive, so sexy. Okay, and then you've released a lot of toxicity, a lot of old battles, a lot of old lessons. Like, you've learned a lot of lessons. You were resourceful, you understood, and now you're moving on. You have moved on. And that is so seductive, so sexy, that you have left the past behind, and that you're this new creature, and you're standing in your power, and you have a lot to give because of it, because you're just this fire that burns. And now you're not keeping all of your energy to yourself in the darkness. You actually are sharing it. And that's so beautiful, so seductive, so sexy, because you're doing that and you still have maintained your mystery. And like, what? To be out in the light and shining, but like still have your darkness and stuff. Like, like you could be really open to shadow work, or you could just be somebody that, yeah, you just have this duality no matter what. So it's like you're all love and passion and light, with the don't get it twisted thing. And yeah, you have amazing discernment. You are somebody that just stands in their greatness. Okay. What makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Yes. Okay. You are creating new perception for yourself. You put yourself purposefully in new perspectives, and you really think about different situations. You really can put yourself in different perspectives in different people's shoes and see the world differently. I think because of the way that you change and evolve, especially the way you change and evolve when you go into hiding, when you go into the darkness, go into hermit mode, and the way that you change and then just come back out a different creature, it's so mysterious, it's so seductive, it's so beautiful. Okay, so, and it also, this kind of goes to the resourcefulness that it takes to view things differently and being open and curious to get those new perspectives. And then you're somebody that, yeah, just lets the old die, just lets the past go. And that you, not saying that that's like easy for you or anything like that, but you're somebody that really does like let yourself kind of die off, or pieces of yourself die off, which you have, and which is why you've gained so much power. It's because you've let these ideas of your more limited self like pass away. Okay. And then you have aligned your inner world with your outer world. So I could definitely assume that you are getting more and more victory into your life because of this passion and power that you're standing in. It's getting reflected back to you. And as you step into the light, you are getting that back. You've opened up yourself, you've gotten to your power, and your internal and external worlds are aligning more. Okay? All right, so what makes this group so seductive? What makes this group seductive? Okay, what makes this group seductive? Yeah, okay, it's this way that you go into hermit mode to get more light, to get more power, and then you come back out to create something and to show your fierceness, like you have goals, you have like a mission or something. So you go within, you figure yourself out, and then you come out kind of full steam ahead in these directions that people might not have any idea like what direction you're going in, but they know it's powerful, and they know that you've thought about it. They know it's intentional, and they know that you're increasing your power. And that's what's so seductive, is the way you go into this darkness and you figure yourself out, and you find more of your light and more understanding of yourself. Also, your hands could be very seductive. What you create with your hands, the way you use them, the way you touch people, it could be very seductive. Okay, you got the Mystic card. Okay, so the way you transform, the way you step into your magic, the way you're fierce and mysterious and magnetic, and this darkness you know is part of the universe, and just your values, your beliefs, your ideas around your power and your magic. This confidence in your magic, your confidence in your power, that's what makes you so seductive. Okay, that fire, that energy, that radiance, that heart, that spirituality, the sexiness, the passion, the creativity, and the sexuality. Okay. All right, and then you got the prayer and the village. So again, I'm getting this like the loyalty, right? The pride, the family, the fighting for what's right, fighting for your people, like building and strengthening your community and using your fierceness and your power to build something stable and to build a good home for yourself, and to bring people together and to help community and those around you and kind of serve people. Use your magic, the way that you use your magic, and give it to people and serve people. It's very seductive. It's very beautiful. and people want in on this. They want into your inner circle, okay? To get into your inner circle, people are very seduced by you to get in close to you, okay? And then the prayer. You are seductive because of your connection to spirit, okay? The mystic and the prayer, come on, you are somebody that has this connection, has this fierceness, has this magic, this mystery to you. People can tell you have this connection. People tell that you can manifest things and that you can get your desires. You go after your goals, you go after your desires, and you get them. And it's just so magic, so seductive, okay? All right. Now, the way you explore yourself, your magic, your exploration, the way you move on, your sexiness, your romance, your sensuality, your romance, the way you dance, the way you explore, yes, your light, yes, yes, yes. All right, what makes you so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Oh my goodness, what makes this group so seductive? Okay, that's just what I was talking about. Oh my goodness. Your darkness. Your darkness makes you so seductive. The way that you step in it, you're not afraid of it. You're not afraid of your darkness. You know when to use it. You know when to bring it out. You know when to like maybe aggression or something like that is this kind of energy, this kind of fierce fighting energy. Yeah, it could be shamed. It could be demonized. It could be seen as not good, depending how you use it. You know, and if you use this darkness to be fierce and to get yourself where you want to go and to perform, to be sexy, to fight for what's right, to protect your friends, your family, your home, to bring in magic into this world, to be in your passions, you know, then that's a beautiful way to use your darkness. That's artistic, it's creative, it's beautiful. And you show that things are not black and white and things are a lot more mysterious and magical than sometimes people want to believe. Okay. All right. What makes you so seductive is how you get down, how you bounce wow wow. Okay. The way you be doing it and doing it and doing it well, okay? You begin steamy, you begin hot, that aggression, the fierceness, the power, the strength, your body, your movement, your ideas, your passion, the ideas of power and magic and mystery. You're seductive because you're seductive, okay? You're sexy because you're sexy, okay? Because your hips don't lie, okay? You don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk, all right? You are fierce and you are you have so much depth to your sexiness, so much kind of up your sleeve. It's because you're in the darkness, you're using magic. It's like you keep revealing things, or you have tricks, or yeah, okay, you are very, very good at what you do. You're very talented. Your hands and your mouth could be very seductive, okay? The way that you kind of use your teeth could be seductive. The way you shine, the way you have this sexy power, this creative sexuality is, yeah, you're explosive, you're powerful, you're just a lot of power, a lot of energy, a lot of fire, okay? A lot of movement, all right? You've got movement and communication. The way you talk, the way you move, all right? Oh, and then you got the home card, which is exactly what I was talking about with the village and the way that you fight for what you believe in and your love and what is home to you. That's what makes you sexy. It's like you have this base of what you have home in yourself and in your ideas and in your heart. And yeah, it's like the fact that you're so dark and dangerous, but you also have this homey vibe, protective vibe about you. It's so seductive. It's the duality, it's the dynamicism, it's the different extremes. It's like people feel safe and dangerous. They feel intimidated and loved. And then you're communicating with them and you're being fierce and you have all this wisdom and mystery and magic and beautiful ideas and a lot of generosity and passion and a lot of wisdom from your experiences and how you've gone within and reflected and integrated your darkness, okay? Wow. And the different perspectives and ideas and exploration that you put yourself through, it leads you with a lot of interesting things to say. And that's what makes you so seductive, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get one more card. Okay, and we open it to magic. That's what I'm talking about. It's your magic, all right? It's this like sense of kind of authority and like you've got some pride, you've got some, it's like you've got some cockiness a little bit to you, but it's all based out of love and like power and sexuality that you can all back up. Like you can back up anything, any of the confidence, whatever. You're not just like fronting to people. This is real, you're real, and it's intense and sexy and hot and heavy, and yeah, you're just not one to be played with. Okay, I was about to say this word. It's your authority, okay? You are a leader. You are fierce. You are somebody that's meant to be in power and use your power and your creativity and your ideas and your generosity and your connection to spirit and the way you move, and the way you think, and the way that you're integrating and balancing out your internal and external world, and the way you have this creativity and yeah, your perspective. I mean, come on, okay? You're authentically fierce and powerful and also very mysterious, and you have a lot of, like duality about you. And yeah, it's just an epic combination, all right? All right, so that's what I have for you. You are the mystic and a leader, all right? You are in your royalty. You are so sexy. And yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing energy with me. Email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com if you want a personal reading just like this, just for you, a longer video just for you. Let me know. We can do whatever topic you would like, any questions, just let me know, all right? And socials are down below. Like and subscribe, please. It helps a lot. And if you want to. And yeah, tip jar is also down below. All right, I love you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Mwah. Bye. All right, if you picked the fox, this is your group. These are your messages. All right. So already what makes you seductive is your confidence. Of course, the glow around you because of this confidence, people can feel and they see and they're very attracted to. In general, you're just very attractive. And it is a physical thing, but it also is people are just really attracted to your energy. I mean, look at this golden glow, right? Like this is warm, this is sunshine, like anybody would kind of be attracted to this almost like on just like a human biological level. You have this charisma, you have this confidence, you have this strong will. People can tell that you have like a discernment they just can tell your perspective is very wise. You're kind of like a philosopher vibe where the way you think is almost a little academic or like, you're just very knowledgeable and you have confidence based on this knowledge. You have this warmth, of course, some sexiness and stuff. I mean, the fox is foxy. And the cunning, right? The sly or strategy of the fox. People kind of feel this vision, this strategy, this way of thinking, this perspective. And it's like, you really shine and let things, you really shine, but you do have this perspective, this vision people are kind of curious about, and the way people are, just very curious about your ways of thinking and your perspective. And this is seductive, okay? Your warmth, your confidence, and your perspective, especially your knowledge, is very seductive, okay? Let's see. You also could really have kind of this like emotional intelligence that is seductive. And you could give love, you could kind of be this like, whatever your gender, the energy is kind of like a prince, where it's like charming, charisma, warmth, it's this fun confidence, you're just kind of hot and stable is the word I want to say. But you also have this creativity and passion, and of course the sexiness, and it really does come from, a lot of it comes from your intellect. Okay, you could also have this kind of angelic vibe about you sometimes that really is seductive, is this warmth, this light, this energy, this kind of divine perspective, or this balance about you. You have like a good head on your shoulders. It's that discernment. You have things about you that people can trust, and it's this light about you. You are somebody that's very abundant, very fruitful, because you have this like good, steady head on your shoulders, and people can trust your insight. They can trust your head. What makes this group so seductive? Okay, come on, golden energy. You got this star. Come on, you have this vision of hope about you. You have this vision of like new things, and this confidence comes from being in the light and being hopeful and having a new vision for the world, having a new vision of hope. And it's not this narrative that maybe we're told by the news, or that we just any vision of the past of what the future is going to be is not the vision that you have. You have a vision that's new and unique to you, and unique to right now and in this time and with you. It's like it hasn't been thought before, this new vision, and you are implementing and integrating into this world a new vision, a new light, a new perspective. So people trust it because they're like, oh, you came here with some like insight. You came here to get something in here, into this world. You're infusing this world with this golden, loving energy. You are a star. You are talented. You are smart. You are connected to spirit. You're connected with your emotions as well, though. You got the Empress card. Okay, you're very, very fruitful, and it's like you're still grounded or strategic, and you're confident, and you're stable, and it's like this confidence of a professor. It's like it's not out of ego. It's like you're cunning and wise and intellectual and intuitive, and that's where the confidence comes from. This is where the comfort and the confidence, and it comes from this place of like happiness. And because of your knowledge, because of what you've learned, because of your perspective, because of your insight and your vision, you have this like happiness about you, and you really attract a lot of beautiful love into your life. You could be somebody that is bringing in somebody right now, or getting deeper level in love, and that's really seductive. Just like how you are in relationships is very seductive. Like people are seduced by what you know. They're seduced by your vision, they're seduced because they can tell you're talented, they can tell you're a star, they can tell that you have a lot in your mind, and that even though you're so like open about it, it still like has this hidden kind of sly, secret, mysterious strategy that people are curious about. But you're leading with happiness and warmth and love, and you're fruitful, and you're getting the abundance and harvest from your seed planting. And the way that you connect with people, the way that you have relationships with people is so seductive. Not only to the people that you're in a relationship with, the people that you're coupling up with or offering love to. Of course, that's so seductive to just have somebody that you can trust. You can trust their logic and trust their mind and trust their vision and their confidence and their soul. Like, people can trust your soul. So when you say that you love somebody, people are like, wow, I can trust you, I can believe you. And it's just, you bring so much light and warmth and acceptance to people. And your connections just make you more seductive. If you've been in a long-term relationship or a long best friend, or maybe you're just super committed to yourself and healing your masculine and feminine. But people can tell that you have this commitment to what you love, who you love, and that you're committed to yourself so deeply that it's very seductive. Okay, you just seem very balanced. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and it's seductive because people can trust it, and it's just like level-headed, and it's so to have this confidence based in integrity. It's like you're a knight or a prince. It's like you have this level of honor about you. People find very seductive, and then you're very powerful, you're very sexy and fruitful, and just abundant and fertile, and you have these ideas that bloom and grow into harvest, and they're sustainable, and they're based in like real like fact or energy, or they're just based in what really like works. Okay. What makes this group so seductive? But I am getting this kind of teacher energy about you. Like you have, and maybe that's just you're teaching by living and being an example. And just because you're somebody with integrity and happiness and hope and love, and you're confident within yourself and in spirit, that you're just somebody that's meant to live your life and be an example just by living authentically. But I also get that you've got this wisdom about you, and the way that you're curious about life, so it makes you learn. Your curiosity has gotten you all of this knowledge. That is what's so seductive about you, okay? It's like, your mind is so well equipped. Like, you know how to get anywhere. You know the answer and solution to anything. It's like, it's just sexy, okay? You just know things. What makes this group so sexy? What makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Okay, when you assert yourself, that's that kind of teacher energy where you're just like, nope, I have something to tell you. I have something for you to learn. And you're somebody that's like, I want to learn that. I have something to learn. You're assertive about yourself. You're assertive with knowledge. You're assertive with other people. You're assertive with what you want to grow and your vision and how you love and how you give love. You could be very assertive just how you offer love and how you are romantic, or you're just assertive maybe about what you want, okay? You have this clear vision for your life. You have a creative vision for your life that is different than what we've experienced. It's something where you are changing light. You're kind of alchemizing a situation into something new and something bright and magical and warm, and you know how to you have just this knowledge of how to turn, instead for alchemy turning lead to gold, it's like how you turn tears to diamonds. Okay, wow. And then initiation, like you are this teacher, you are this leader, or you're just an amazing student of life, and you could really help upgrade people, you could help graduate people, you could help You just help learn people, okay? You help people learn, you help people grow, you help people get to a better place, to upgrade, to level up. Yeah. And because of this, like, you are initiated with spirit into levels of kind of hierarchy, or like, spiritual, you're a spiritual, like, general or something, or like a gatekeeper kind of, but I don't really like that connotation, but it's like you have this spiritual, you just have this spiritual authority where you're like, I can get people to this next level, I can get people to step into their power, or to, you can impart knowledge onto them, of course, if they're open and if they're accepting and willing to hear you out. Because if people have like a big ego, maybe they, it just doesn't, I don't see you working with people that have like a big ego. But yeah, you really know how to transform and alchemize other people and yourself. You just have a lot of knowledge, and you can really upgrade yourself and upgrade others, okay? Then you have what makes you so seductive is your gratitude. And it's just because you love yourself. It's this natural confidence. It's this natural, beautiful energy coming out of you, whether it's creativity or just love and passion or ideas. Like, you love yourself. You have this will and these ideas about you. And it's this knowledge that shines from you, this warmth that shines from you. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. It's kind of humble Leo energy, like, or maybe it's like a little bit more feminine kind of Leo energy. It's not like as masculine and egoic. It's a little bit more humble and knowledgeable and resourceful, and like, you shine just the same though, and you do bring a lot of warmth. And you're a star. Like, what? I'm a star. Like, you're shining. You are shining. And that's what makes you so seductive. The way you see things, the way you assert yourself, the way you shine. And then when it comes to kind of sexuality, you can really initiate people into new ideas because you have all this knowledge. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge about kink, or like the kink world, or maybe you have a knowledge about like psychedelics. So you're kind of somebody that can like shaman people through an experience, or maybe you have just a lot of experience and you can kind of initiate people into a different level by showing them some things they didn't know about. Okay, so yeah, but you really connected, and you really are seductive, and the way that you are with another person, and as you connect to people or a partner, it really seduces them, and you connecting with a partner or somebody like seduces other people around you too. Like, you being with somebody and sharing love, it's just very seductive. People could be very like maybe voyeuristic around you or something. Okay. Yeah, the way you assert yourself. Okay, your passion. Let's go. All right, what makes this Fox group so seductive? 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 Okay, your insight, your intuition. Yeah, I mean, like, just look at the look on this face. It's like they have something in mind. They've got this vision, they're thinking about something. Just people that like have this look on their face, like they've got a strategy to the situation, or they've got a strategy to life, or they've got something. It's like this quiet Dom energy. Or it's like this, kind of more feminine, but Dom, because of knowledge and confidence and warmth, and you have brilliant ideas. You really can, turn the lead into gold. You can really change a situation and be resourceful and strategic and cunning and all that good stuff. Okay, all right. I guess I just got the people watching are just leaders and sexy and just, anyway, you've got the authority, and that's based on your knowledge. Just because you're an amazing teacher, you're a star, you're talented, you're in your power, you're both receptive and giving. You are so fruitful, so abundant. You have so much knowledge and wisdom, okay? And that's what makes you an amazing person of authority, because with love, you can make your vision come to life, okay? Yeah, you have brilliant ideas, okay? The way you release, which kind of goes with this card, okay, the way you release destruction, all right, the way you kind of like get out your energy. I'm seeing the fox, and it's like the way it's like jumping and it like dives into the ground. It's like you have this playful approach about your dark side and about you releasing things, and you have this, yeah, it's like you don't have shame about releasing your darkness, and you're strategic. So what you're releasing, what you're assertive about letting go, people believe, okay? They understand, they believe, and they're like almost a little intimidated by the way you're able to do that. But yeah, you release the things that don't serve you. You release the things that make you feel small. You release the things that are like shame and guilt, or like sadness even. You release it. You release a lot of sadness. You release a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. You could be very forgiving as well, which is very seductive, because it takes a lot of strength to be like that. The way you just release too, it's like you're like, oh, it just rolls off my back. Like, that's seductive. It's just this confidence. Like, confidence is always going to be the most sexy, the most seductive, right? And you're supportive. You're supportive of people learning. You're supportive of people growing and getting their own insight and vision and strategy and love and growing. Yeah, just, yeah. Okay, you're supportive. You have amazing ideas. You're somebody that should be an authority because of the amazing knowledge that you have. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, just this authority that you have. Okay, yeah, the queen wanted to come out. You've got the king and the queen, all right? You're somebody in authority, okay? Look at all this warmth. Look at how there's like a seal over their hand. It's like you are like, I speak the truth. I speak of life. Like, I promise. Like, people can trust you. They can believe you. You are somebody that could keep their promises. It's very sexy. It's very seductive. And this look, okay, you've got this mysterious look in your eye, and people can't tell exactly what you're thinking, but they know it's wise, or it's strategic, it's interesting, it's intriguing, your thoughts, like what is on your mind, and the way that they can see your thoughts in your eyes, and the way that you're like looking around through your thoughts, and you've got this vision and perspective, and it's not like you're just like seeing the world all like willy-nilly or whatever, like you're actually seeing. And I just saw 444 on the clock, just saying. But the way that you like wear your vision on your face, okay? It's not just that you wear your emotions on your face. It's that you wear your vision and your perspective. Like, you are seeing the world through a specific intention, through a specific lens, a specific perspective. And people are very intrigued by that. They want to know your vision. They want to know how you're seeing the world. And that is very seductive to them, okay? And then like, what is this? Like, this is the exact same energy. She's got this like line down her face, and then the rainbow, and there's this line and rainbow. So you really could just connect people to their power, to their creativity, maybe even to their queerness, okay? You might just help people find how to explore themselves and be more of themselves, okay? But you are really the thread that connects them more to divinity. You give that knowledge that connects them more to divinity. You're somebody that really has a beautiful insight that's kind of like a gateway to a new vision, a new way of seeing it, like to the new world. Okay, you're the thread that gets us, that gets us to the new world, or like you are implementing this vision of the new world, which to me is just a world based in love and abundance and not scarcity, not fear, not separation, but wholeness and love and creativity and sustainability and stuff like that. And yeah, you're helping us get there, okay? You're helping us become more of our self, more of our happiness, more of our joy, our creativity, our love, our passion, you support people, okay? All right, you just have this confidence, happiness, and it's so seductive. It's so sexy to be, yeah, so knowledgeable. Okay, you can really help release people from maybe feeling like a victim kind of a thing. You can help release people from feeling down on themselves. Like you just reintroduce people to a new way of confidence that's more holistic. And for some people that might not be in their happiness or might not be in their joy or peace or desires or whatever, because of the way that other people have like maybe kind of abused or tainted that for them, you can kind of reintroduce them into their happiness, their joy, finding their desires. Like you can give them a more holistic, healed version or a different example so that they can do that again. They can live in their abundance. They can live in prosperity. Yeah, you just like you introduce people to new things, and you're a new type of leader. Okay, that's what makes you so seductive. You help rejuvenate people, okay? You help people get new self-esteem and self-worth, self-will, drive, desire, confidence, okay? All right, what makes you so seductive? Last cards, what makes you so seductive? Makes this group so seductive. Okay, the way that you exert yourself, the way that you shine, the way that you just implement destiny, like, or you have this energy of like, it's destiny about you. And that's what makes you so seductive, is that like your vision, it feels connected to spirit or just connected to like fate or something. And you are very involved like in destiny and fate because you're implementing your perspective into reality, okay? The way you exert yourself as well, the hard work that you put in, the way you tend to your garden, whatever that is, to your body, to your mind, to your career, to your family, your friends, you tend to your garden and you really put in the work, you put in the effort, and people can see that, they feel that, and it is so seductive, okay? You have the energy, the attitude, the level up game. You help people level up. You help people realize a better version of themselves, okay? You are victorious, and you help people get in touch with their own victory. You help people have fun and discover themselves, discover love, discover their own creativity. Yeah. You help people understand how they are a star. You are a star, and it's like your mission to help other people figure out their star, or like just help us live in a world where people are more in their like star power, more in their confidence, more in their happiness. It's so beautiful, okay? I love that so much. I love your perspective. There's so much rainbow in this, like, what? Yeah, it's so beautiful. Your intuition, the truth, you speak the truth, you see through true eyes. It's so beautiful, so balanced, and so knowledgeable, and it's so intriguing. It's so, you're so helpful, and you're seeing a new vision, and you're making a new world. It's so good. I'm so thankful that you're here, and that's what makes you so seductive, is your power, your energy, your knowledge, your wisdom, your love, your warmth, and your insight, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing energy with me. I absolutely loved it. I'm so thankful that you're here. Maybe put a little fox emoji down below if this was your reading, or like a little monocle, fox and a monocle or something. And email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com if you want a personal reading just like this, just for you, except it'll be longer. And you can tell me whatever question or topic you would like, and I will answer it, deep dive into it, or just give you a general hype up message, kind of soul confidence message just for you. Whatever it is, let me know if you want a personal reading. And my socials are down below. Kellen_love on Instagram. I'm on TikTok as the KellynLove. And yeah, just let me know. And yeah, tip jars down below, socials, all that good stuff. Okay, I love you so much, and I hope to see you again soon. All right, I love you. Mwah. Peace. All right, if you picked the raccoon pile, this is your reading. These are your messages. I love this raccoon. I think it's seductive because you're kind of misunderstood. You could be very sensitive. You could be very resourceful. You could be somebody that kind of is in touch with your sadness and with your darkness. You could be kind of a moody artist or something. But I definitely get this kind of sweet energy, and it's kind of like maybe you're kind of to yourself, and it's very seductive because people kind of want into your world. They want into that sensitivity. There's something that they're very curious about. They want to understand you. And yeah, they like your kind of maybe dark style. They just like your like unique style, whether it's like alternative or niche or something. They see your sweetness, they see your sensitivity, and it's seductive. It just is, okay? All right, let's see. What makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Okay, you're just so sweet. Are you kidding me? Like an angel on earth. You could be really balanced. You could really see the light and dark of life, and you could just kind of retreat into yourself because you're like, well, I don't want to be a part of that. Like if you see something on like the news or in culture that you're just like, I don't like let's say you're somebody that is more in their masculinity or something, and you see the world around you performing a certain type of masculinity, and maybe you're like, nope, I don't subscribe to that. I don't want to be a part of that. Or just anything where you're like, you see a version of an energy that's in society, and you're just like, well, it's not how I want to do it. So maybe you kind of retreat into yourself sometimes because you want to be different. You want different things in society that's maybe not there as much. But it's very seductive because it's like, wow, you have this complete different vision, and people can tell, like, even if you're kind of struggling with this reality or society or something, it's very seductive. Just kind of give to yourself, like you provide for yourself, you give to yourself, and you kind of keep to yourself. And that's just very seductive because it's very mysterious, and people are like, hey, like, I want to see your world, like, let me in. And it's seductive because you're just kind of like good on your own, and you're kind of just good in your own environment, in your own habitat, in your own home. Like, you're safe, and your creativity, your darkness, your weirdness, whatever, is just safe to be that. And so like you kind of just keep to yourself. You could be kind of maybe in hermit mode a lot or something. That just makes you more and more seductive because it's more mysterious and things like that. Okay, what makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive, Spirit? What makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Okay, so even if you're a hermit, like, it's not that I don't think you don't have friends. Okay, actually, your friend groups make you more seductive. And that could be that because you're so particular, because you're so picky with your energy and your time, and the people that you do give it to, I'm sure is very worthwhile. They have the vision and the values and the kind of alternative ways of thinking that you have. So they're just really cool. And people, maybe it could also be that when you do come out of your shell, when you do come out of hiding, or you come into society and party, because I mean, you've got these ladies with the drinks over here, okay? when you come out into the public and you party and you celebrate, it's very seductive because maybe it doesn't happen that often. Maybe it's rare. Maybe you really let loose and then you kind of go back into hiding, and then you let loose and go back into hiding. And this is seducing people. It's like teasing people. It's this intrigue, okay? You could also just be, you are also somebody that is very creative, and you could be very like crafty, you could be very artistic, you could be somebody that has very like stylized art, or you're very stylized, or the way you talk, the way you write, the way you dress, the way you work, the way that you dance, the way that you do your social media. Something about you is very stylized, and people really appreciate it. It's like something about you is very niche, something about you is very alternative, and you're like a queen or king, whatever. You have this kind of royalty or authority over that little niche, over your own vibe, over like if you're that specific brand of like cyberpunk or something. And then like you're really good at that that type of cosplay, or I don't know what I'm talking about, but no, you just have this confidence about you, but it's like very specific confidence about something, like, or not just something, but it's like you're very unique, you're very particular and alternative, and you've got this niche about you, and or maybe you're just into very like specific hobbies or bands or movies or dance or something that's like very specific to you. Like let's say you were just like into swing dancing or something, but you were like really good at swing dancing. It's like maybe not a lot of people can relate to that, but they're like, wow, like you have this specific skill, you have this very specific like world that you're in with certain people that are like just in that world, and you really have the connection and community, or maybe like the respect and reputation even in this specific world, in this specific niche or community that you have. Okay, and it just adds to the mystery, your talent and mastery, your skills, your style. It all makes you very seductive. Okay, and then talk about the mystery. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the way that this hood is on, it's just, you are so mysterious, and like maybe luck is kind of just on your side, it seems like, and people are very intrigued, and you really seduce people by the way that you create, the way that you present yourself, your style. Again, like you could just be kind of in hermit mode and then bust out in this amazing outfit. It's just like head to toe, like, oh my God, like what? I didn't know you could do that kind of energy that people keep feeling about you. Like, which could be a little frustrating, I get, but you could just like continuously impress people because they're just like, wow, I didn't know you did that. Wow, I didn't know you were that good, or blah, blah, blah. And it's just so seductive because they're just like get rechecked like every time. And I think that's obviously because of the way that you hide, or I don't know, I don't want to say hide, but like the way that you go into your darkness or go alone or isolate or something, and then you pop back out with this new creation, this new style, this new wardrobe, this new idea, this new project, this new art piece, this new music, it's anything like that. So that it's just like, you new dance, video, I don't know, anything. It could be this idea, project, film, anything. But the way you pop out with it, after you've been working on it for so long and you put so much of you into it, so much heart and energy into it, just wow. Okay, it's just wow. You're very talented, very skilled. Okay, and you could also be very abundant, and maybe because of your energy being kind of shy or alternative or niche or something, that people don't maybe expect you to be as abundant as you are. Like you're just constantly like reinventing yourself and breaking barriers, and like people could kind of underestimate you and they could kind of not expect things from you, and then you pop out and they're like, oh shoot, like I need to rethink about how I view this group, like, or this you. They've got to rethink how they view you and how like what credit they're giving you for. And they're like, oh, just because somebody might be shy sometimes, or just because they not hide, but sometimes because they go into introverted mode, or maybe you get into sad mode a lot or something. They're like, oh, just because somebody's like that, like they have to check themselves and be like, oh, just because somebody's sad or not feeling super outgoing or whatever does not mean that they're not successful and abundant and whatever. Like, you're just this alternative way of thinking, of being, that flips the norm. It's just like if somebody thinks that a specific role is for a specific gender, and then you're the opposite gender doing that role, and people are like, oh, surprise, like, oh, I didn't know a woman could do that, or oh, I didn't know a man could do that. Like, you are taking down the binary, you're like taking down the expectations of society, of gender roles, or of any kind of roles, any kind of like, oh, that's the typical way to do it. Well, you're not. You're going to do the alternative way. All right. And that's what's so seductive about you. It's like you're doing it alternative and differently. And maybe that's why you kind of stay in the shadows a little bit, is because you're like, no, I'm just going to bust out when it's ready, because I don't want your judgments. I don't want your whatever. I'm just going to bust out and blow out your expectations, and you can just deal with me and my weirdness however you want, which is usually people just being impressed by you. Or yeah, you just, come out and have a party at something and people are like, wow, didn't know you had it in you. Like, you just surprise people, and you're definitely not somebody that they can expect things from. You're not somebody that's predictable, and that's very seductive. Okay, what makes this group seductive? What makes you seductive? So you've got this energy that you know a lot, you have experienced a lot, and you feel a lot. You have a lot of wisdom from how much you just feel. It's like just like an artist being like learning life through exploration and through exploration of emotion. And yeah, you could have, you got a lot of green energy, so your heart could really be something that you're protecting. And yeah, it's like, because you view yourself a certain way, because you have your niche, because you have your style, and you see your style, you recognize it. It's like you don't care that you're misunderstood, or it's just not, it's just like you get it. So like you can't unget yourself. Like you understand yourself. There's no un-understanding yourself. That makes sense. Like, which I'm sure it doesn't. You get yourself, the people close to you get yourself, your friends and family get yourself. So it's like you don't even know how to view yourself from an outside perspective, because you just understand yourself. You get it. You know where you're coming from. You don't think of like how other people are viewing you, or like you can't really get in their head. You're just like, well, I just have my unique, like you're just in your vibe. So you're not worried about what it looks like if you don't understand your vibe. Like it's like you can't even see that perspective. All you see is like your crafts, what you've made, your niche, your group, your style. It's just like, if you know, you understand yourself. So that's it. Like, that's all you need. That's what gives you the confidence. You don't mind going within. You don't mind going introverted. You don't mind going dark. And it might be like a problem from other people, or other people might not expect or understand everything you do, but you're fine with it. You're good. You understand yourself. You don't mind the darkness. You don't mind the isolation or the hermiting or whatever, because you know you're going to pop out and show off, or like look amazing and have something to show, like passions and projects and stuff. So like you're fine with it. Like you're good with yourself. And that's what makes you so seductive, is your style, is your confidence in yourself, and that like you're good with your alternative ways of living. You're good with your, just doing things differently and being in this like specific subgroup of culture, or being somebody that lives an alternative lifestyle to the norms, whether that's in relationships, like maybe you're poly or a lesbian or gay, or maybe you're somebody that is really like goth and alternative, or maybe you're somebody that likes freaking Care Bears. I don't know, but like you are somebody that has specific interests and you don't care if other people don't understand. You like it and you have fun and you're with your people that get it. And that's really sexy. That's really seductive, because people are like, want to know the niche. They want to know your world. It's just a lot of curiosity that can be built around you. And the fact that you're so alternative, but you also don't care what other people think, and you don't care to be the norm. You don't care to be the basic, like, pop culture. You don't care to be easily digestible or whatever. And yeah, it's really sexy. It's really seductive, okay? You could really just have a lot of creativity. You fuel a lot of creativity. You build a lot of creative things with your emotions. You construct with your emotions, and you're very sensitive. And again, your sensitivity, that's what makes you so seductive. Because sensitivity does have to do with like sensuality too, a little bit, right? Like, or they can be like kind of the same thing. You're very sensitive and you know how to go within, and you know how to like collect, like you could be very empathic, and maybe you have to, or maybe you get a lot of energy and then you have to like release it. You have to go in the dark and like be around nobody. Like you could go from having a party or being at a party and then just being by yourself for a few days. And it's like, you could go from like super social to like, okay, then I have to recharge my battery for a while. But it's like you are a vessel for energy. And so you fill yourself up and empty yourself, and you just kind of work on different cycles and rhythms than other people. And maybe you're more in your kind of feminine, magical energy. Not just feminine in the way of like girly, but like feminine in the way of like creative and kind of dark and mysterious. But yeah, you just build differently. You do things differently. Your emotions are in the forefront, and you're still very successful and knowledgeable and like educated and things. So yeah, you could also be very, very forgiving, which is a beautiful quality. You could just have this like quiet power about you that's very seductive, okay? What makes this group seductive? What makes this group seductive? What makes this group seductive? Okay, it's like you've got this private joy that people want to tap into, but they know it's like very private. They know that it would take a lot of sensitivity and approaching you nicely to get to be able to like get into your world. Okay, you have a lot of power, but it's this like quiet power, or it's just a different kind. It's like you're an electric car in a world full of gas. Like you do things differently, you end things differently, create things differently. You have a different kind of power, a different kind of energy that people are used to, and the way that you recharge and express and release your power is very differently. And yeah, people love that. You're also very playful, and that's what you use the sensitivity for. When you get close to people, when you have your friends and you feel safe and stuff, you're very playful, very sweet, and very creative and funny, maybe even goofy. And yeah, you just play with the light and darkness, and you could be very hands-on, very crafty, very intelligent, and you know how to play with that intelligence. I think it's Einstein that says creativity is intelligence at play, or play is, I think it's creativity is intelligence at play. And that's kind of your thinking. It's like you could be very nerdy, you could be very like, you could just be really nerdy and you could play like Dungeons and Dragons kind of energy, or you could also be very kinky. Like who knows, like maybe you're a furry, okay? Maybe you like bondage, BDSM, maybe you're submissive, maybe you're secretly a dom, I don't know. But you have this it's like, yeah, you have your own mystery and you have your own unique thing, but it's like whatever that is, it also has like a community attached to it. Like whether it's like the magic community, the spiritual community, the kink community, the cosplay community, the alternative goth punk scene, or something like that. It's like you're part of a niche group, and you have this like world, and yeah, and you just have this power and joy and play about you when you're in that space. And it's very seductive. It's very intriguing. People are very curious about you. They want to know more. And maybe like you kind of give them nothing if they don't know you, if they don't understand, if you feel like they don't have the sensitivity or the creativity or the open-mindedness or something to see you the way that you want to be seen, or something like the way that, yeah, just the way that you would be appreciated, or yeah, like maybe you kind of close yourself off. Maybe you're kind of cold, or maybe you just kind of keep yourself quiet or distance from people that don't get you or something. And it just makes you more seductive, okay? You're so beautiful, so handsome. You really reflect the light of people and the sensitivity and joy. It really creates a beautiful environment. You can be very, very sweet to your friends, and you bring a lot of joy to them and bring a lot of peace and beauty. And like you could see from just, you see life through a very colorful alternative way, and people really want to understand you because they want to know what you're seeing. Okay. But yeah, you are really in your power. You're in this love and passion energy. You're really like, you have a lot of knowledge, whether it's just about your niche and you just have like a lot of information about like music or a certain band or artist, whatever. But you're very interesting. Okay, what makes this group so seductive? What makes this group so seductive? Okay. Wow, similar cards from different decks have been coming out from piles. I think there's a theme. You're very wise. You have this witchy kind of wizard energy definitely about you. You could be kind of into, obviously, the occult and spirituality, and that your spirituality, your magic, the occult, the witchiness, that's what makes you so seductive, okay? You could be a very committed, loyal friend, and people get this energy about you, and they see that you have this balance of the light and the darkness. It makes you very seductive and interesting, again, with the light and the darkness. And then your words, your ideas, that's what makes you so seductive. The way you speak, when you speak, because maybe you don't speak that often, or maybe because you just go from being quiet to loud or something like that. It's just like this duality of the way you talk, the way that you just don't mind being in the destruction, like don't mind being misunderstood or being in the chaos of life or being in the darkness. You don't mind, and that's kind of like where you're kind of comfortable, because maybe you've been so misunderstood for so long. You have this wisdom because of that. You have this magical power because of that. You have this divine insight. You have this, it's divine insight. It's like you're just tapped into this frequency. It's like you're on a different frequency. Like you could talk to aliens or talk to spirit or something. And it's like you're talking to something different. You are destroying old paradigms and old basic views of reality that like, oh, the world is just what it is and the material world is all it is. No. Okay, you are tapped into the dark matter energy, the goddess divine. You're tapped into more. Okay, you're tapped into more. The magic around you. Okay, that's what you're tapped into. All right, last cards before I let you go. Let me know if you want a personal reading. Email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com, and we will get you a personal reading just like this, but longer, just for you. If you have a question or topic, let me know. And I've got socials, tip jar down below, all that good stuff. Right, my time is running out. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. You are celebrated. People love to celebrate you. You are seductive for when you actually go out and celebrate. You are abundant. You have this different kind of abundance, this different kind of celebration, this different kind of glow and style. And yeah, people really see your value. Once people really see you with sensitivity and they have the time to get to know you and see the different sides of you, or maybe really learn what you're into or something like that, then they really get you and they understand you and they see the golden like opportunities and what you create and the magic. They see the magic about you once they spend that time to really see and hear you out and things like that. You are meant to be somebody that's been celebrated with it, whether that's just within your friends or community. I would definitely encourage you to share your weirdness and your strangeness more with people. But either way, it's what makes you seductive. It's why people love you. You are who you are. And I love that. And I love that you don't care how people are viewing you. You understand how you're viewing you. And I still think you're putting out a ton of good energy into the world. So it's not like you're not just like, if people misunderstand you, it's because you take away your energy, not because of like you're putting something bad out there and so they're confused how to take it or something. It's just like the way that you put out energy and then you retract it. It's very intriguing. It's like a tease, but that's just you and you just live authentically. And anyway, you are somebody that's very fortunate, and that's because of this authenticity. It's because of how you're not afraid to shine in your style, be an artist, be with your friends. Like when you're in your element, you really shine and you just really glow, and you're that girl, you're that guy. Like, yeah, it's just, you gotta like really get into your world. And I respect that. I love that. And it's very, very seductive. Okay. You're very brilliant. Okay. You're very brilliant, very passionate. And I get that you have like a lot to protect. You have a lot of sensitivity and love and wisdom and magic. Okay. Serious, real, like mystery magic. You could do spells and they're gonna work. Like, and then you've got this power and this play and this joy that's so beautiful when it comes out. And yeah, so I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for exchanging energy with me. Yeah, tip jar, everything's down below, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? I love you so much. Mwah. Peace.